So, you want to take a pottery class, do you? Well, but you don't know what to expect before going in? My name is Nicholas Torres, and in this video, you're going to learn 10 tips and things that will help you before you actually take your pottery class. So, the first tip is, you're going to want to prepare to get messy. Clay is a very messy process. Your hands will get messy, your clothes will get messy, so you want to be prepared to get messy. I don't care what type of clothes you wear, but I recommend that you should probably wear clothes that you don't mind getting dirty. The second tip is, there's this process called wedging the clay. Wedging the clay is getting the particles aligned in the clay so that when you get ready to go on the wheel, it helps out later on so that there's no air bubbles and nothing is messing you up. So I recommend wedging really well. Wedging will help you out later on, I promise. So you need to focus in on your wedging before you actually start to get on the wheel. The third step is, you're gonna need to be patient. Patient is the name of the game for this art. Being patient is going to help you out later on, and you're going to be able to find out what you're doing wrong if you're being patient. Sometimes you'll get it right away. Sometimes you won't get it, but you have to be patient in order to really see the results that you want. Now, the fourth step that you should be aware of is that you have to be prepared to fail. I don't care who you are, unless you're some type of god, you are gonna mess up with this. The first time, the first couple times, heck, even the first month maybe you do it, who knows? It just depends on who you are. But you're gonna fail. And I still fail often, but I get over it because I have become prepared to fail just in case. But don't get discouraged, because back when I first started out, I was way behind everybody else because I had to do sports at the same time during that class. So don't get discouraged. By the end of it, you will be feeling a lot better and you will be leagues ahead. If you keep on being patient, be prepared to fail, but don't get discouraged. Keep on going. Now, the fifth step is, there's this process called centering. And what centering is it gets the clay centered on the wheel so that it helps you out later. It's the very first step when you're on the wheel. And it's the most crucial step to throwing on the wheel. This will help you really get all the clay up to how you want it. And it's going to make everything look nice and clean. So you want to get your clay completely centered. I don't care if you're a beginner, advanced person, always get your clay completely centered, no matter what. That is the number one thing to know, probably out of all these 10 steps. Now, the sixth step is, when you're centering, you want to use your body and your elbows. Using your body and your elbows, this is going to make it a lot easier for you while you're trying to center your clay, because your body will be stable and your arms will be stable. So this will help you out later on as you're trying to center smaller things or even larger things. So now the seventh step is, you want to go slow. I don't mean going like incredibly slow like a turtle. I mean not rushing. Not rushing, because if you rush, you're going to make mistakes. So the less you rush, the more you're going to be able to prevent those mistakes, and you're going to see results really well later on. So go slow, don't rush. Now the eighth step is, you want to double check everything. When it comes to your bottom, to centering, anything that you're making on the wheel, you want to double check as a beginner, because this will help you prevent mistakes later on. And it will help you out. It's good to get in a habit, because even if you are not too sure sometimes, when you're making something, you can double check it real quick and then proceed to go if it's correct. And if it's not, start over. So double check. Now, the ninth thing that you should be focusing on is, you want to keep on practicing. practice, practice, practice. Practice is probably the best thing that you can do in order to get good at throwing pottery, making pottery. It's the best thing that you can do. So practice and practice and practice. Find little tweaks here and there. See what you can do. See what you can practice so that you can get better at making stuff on the wheel. Now, the 10th and final thing is enjoy the process. If you don't enjoy the process, you're going to have a miserable time. So you have to enjoy the process, whether you're centering, whether you're failing. You have to be able to enjoy the process, or else you're going to have a miserable time. But now I'm not saying that you can't have bad days, because I've had some bad days where I have cussed and hit the clay a lot. You just have to get over it and then get back at it, practice, like the 9th tip I said, and enjoy the process some more. See what you can make with your hands. This is an art. You should be relaxed and you should be enjoying the process. So, thank you for watching this video. If you haven't already subscribed, hit that subscribe button and make sure to hit that notification bell. And comment in the comments what other videos you would like to see from me